of minutes, right?
Yes.
How am I supposed to share? Yes, here it is.
Uh, Before start, I just want to say some introduction words while accepting the others.
Okay.
Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to today's webinar on gerontology. I'm Sezen and I'm delighted to introduce this webinar. It's a part of exciting Erasmus Plus project focused on promoting active aging through activities. This project brings together four partner organizations across Europe, Turkey, Germany, Spain, and Italy, working collaboratively to exchange best practices. Today, we will be exploring gerontology, and I'm confident that you will gain valuable insights into this fascinating area of study. To give information on the subject, I want to invite Professor Dr. Cihan Camcı.
Hi, everybody. Glad to meet you in this webinar. Uh, is my voice okay? So
Yes.
that sounds all right. Uh, I'm I am the first speaker, and I'm going to talk about the meaning of gerontology. Uh, this is going to be an introduction speech on what gerontology is, what's the purpose of gerontology, its methodology, and its aims. And let's start with the uh, etymology of gerontology. Gerontology is a multidisciplinary field of science that examines the aging process and the period of old age in human life. Derived from the Greek words geron, and logos, it literally means the science of aging. However, gerontology does not focus solely on older individuals. It also addresses the aging process throughout the lifespan. A general definition of gerontology can be that it explores the biological, psychological, social, and environmental aspects of aging. It's studied at both individual level and societal level. Understanding the changes that occur during the aging process and applying this knowledge in fields such as healthcare, social services, policy making, and many others are among the primary goals of gerontology. The purpose of gerontology. The purpose of gerontology can be summarized as to understand the aging process and examine its effects on individuals and society, to provide solutions, offer solutions for improving the quality of life of older adults, to dispel myths and misconceptions about aging and offer a scientific approach to understand it. The scope of gerontology. The scope of gerontology can be summarized as my colleague will expand on the following speech: biological aging, that is the physiological change in the human body; psychological aging, emotional, cognitive, and behavioral changes; social aging, the relationship between older individuals and society; social roles and the sociocultural dimensions of aging, and environmental aging, the impact of the physical environment on the lives of older individuals. Gerontological approach to aging, which is another which is a paraphrase of the scope of gerontology indeed. Gerontology does not view aging merely as a process of physical decline. Instead, it sees aging as a phase of development and transformation. That is to say, a process. It emphasizes that old age is a process, is a temporal, uh, ongoing process filled with opportunities, challenges, and experiences for individuals. The scope of gerontology, uh, as we have already mentioned, uh, can be categorized by biological, psychological, and social dimensions, can be understood in these three main categories. The multidisciplinary nature of gerontology and it also means to say that it is an interdisciplinary approach. Gerontology, uh, viewing aging as a multidimensional process, requires knowledge and methods from multiple disciplines. Aging is not solely about biological change; psychological, social, economic, and environmental factors deeply influence this process. Therefore, it is naturally a multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary approach. Below the main disciplines Below are the main disciplines connected to gerontology, as we have already mentioned: biology, psychology, economics, sociology, and even philosophy and social anthropology, we can say. All these disciplines are to be collaborate to expand gerontology in the present situation. And the history of gerontology examines how aging has been understood in different periods, how it was integrated into scientific studies and major milestones in the field. Although gerontology took shape as a modern science in the 20th century, the concepts of aging and old age have captivated the attention of individuals, societies, and cultures for thousands of years. Uh, one of one of the main uh, historical one of the most outstanding historical approaches to gerontology can be viewed in Mesopotamia and ancient Egypt. Old age was associated with wisdom and experience. However, in this period, chronological age was not the main indicator of old age. Instead, physical appearance and functionality were considered markers of aging. In ancient Greek, philosophers discussed aging. Aristotle in particular defined old age as a period of physical and mental decline. In ancient Rome, old age was linked to social status. For instance, older adult men held seats in the Senate, which contributed to their respect and influence. In countries like India and other parts of Asia, old age was seen as a period of spiritual wisdom and enlightenment. Older individuals were often viewed as guides and teachers taking on prominent roles in society. The Middle Ages and the Renaissance In the Middle Ages, old age was often associated with weakness and illness. There was a little scientific or philosophical discussion about aging during this period. By the beginning of the Renaissance, uh, interest in all states of human life grew. Artists and scientists such as Leonardo da Vinci made observations about the human body and aging processes. However, old age was still primarily associated with physical decline. In the 19th century, we can talk about the birth of modern gerontology. Foundations of modern gerontology can be understood in the late 19th century when aging began to be studied as a scientific process. In 1869, Francis Galton gained attention for his studies on aging in the context of individual differences and genetics. In 1903, Russian zoologist Elie Mechnikov coined the term gerontology. Mechnikov conducted biological research to understand the aging process and defined aging as a scientific field. In 1914, Ignaz Nasher laid the foundations of modern geriatrics with his book "Geriatrics: The Diseases of Old Age", which focused on the medical care of older adults. In the 20th century, the institutionalization of gerontology took part in the post-World War stage. The social and economic challenges brought by aging populations increased the importance of gerontology. In 1945, the Gerontological Society of America was established as the first major organization recognizing gerontology as an interdisciplinary science. In 1950, the International Association of Gerontology and Geriatrics was founded, and the first International Gerontology Congress was held uh, in this year. The emergence of gerontology as an interdisciplinary field can be traced back to the second half of the 20th century. Gerontology became a field where various disciplines such as biology, psychology, sociology, and public health converged. Bernice Neugarten in 1960s introduced a new classification by proposing the division of old age into young old and old categories. And the evolution of gerontology in the 21st century, we can talk about global aging and its importance in the studies of gerontology, increasing life expectancy, and impact of that aging society on healthcare, social services, and economic systems. New areas of research age has been discovered, so to speak, in the 21st century. These are age-friendly cities and environmental design, technology and aging, smart homes, health monitoring devices, social and policy approaches to support healthy aging. The importance of aging in contemporary society, as we have already mentioned, is about the global aging. The global population is aging rapidly. According to the United Nations data, in 2023, the proportion of individuals over 65 and older worldwide is expected to double by 2050. So the aging society is a global turned out to be a global issue in our century. A new perception of aging. uh, in the past, aging was often associated, as we have already mentioned, with weakness and physical decline and dependency. However, concepts such as healthy aging and active aging have now come to the forefront. Old age is increasingly viewed as a period in which individuals can continue their personal development and contribute to the society. The effects of an aging population, social, economic, and health dimensions. Social impacts can be summarized as family dynamics. The roles of older individuals within family structures are changing. The role of grandparents are significant in providing care for grandchildren and strengthening family bonds. However, the increasing prevalence of nuclear families and geographic distances heighten the risk of social isolation for older individuals. Social relationships and loneliness have become significant in public health, and the importance of social support networks is growing. Gerontology, thereby, is expected to provide solutions to address these challenges. We can also talk about the economic impacts. Pension and social security systems should be reconsidered according to the increasing older adult population and the financial challenges due to this increasing population. There will be an imbalance between the working age population and retirees that can lead to discussions on raising the retirement age and implementing social security reforms. Consumption and labor force. Older adult individuals contribute to the economy in various ways through increased healthcare expenditures and changes in consumption patterns. However, it's crucial to evaluate the potential of the older adult workforce and increase employment opportunities for them. And the health dimensions, chronic disease management uh, will be a rising risk among the aging population. Uh, Chronic diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, and dementia uh, are rising. This trend is putting additional pressure on healthcare systems, necessitating all the allocation of more resources. And for healthy aging, we can say gerontology develops strategies to promote healthy aging, like regular exercise, balanced nutrition, and mental stimulation. Maintaining the independence of older adults and enhancing their quality of life are primary goals of health policies. So, in the 21st century, gerontology for policymakers, healthcare providers, and social service professionals will be considered primarily. The integration of gerontology as a unique field with other disciplines, as we have already mentioned, gerontology is a convergence point where the aforementioned disciplines intersect. This integration offers a robust approach to understanding aging and enhancing the quality of life for older adults. Gerontology has become an increasingly important field for understanding the aging process, improving the quality of life for older adults, and managing the social impacts of aging. The growing effects of aging on both individual and societal levels make gerontology one of the critical fields of today and the future. For the role of the gerontology today, we can observe the rising older adult population and the necessity for multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary collaboration and healthy and active aging. Current developments and priorities: healthcare services: developing suitable and accessible healthcare services for older adults, designing innovative treatments and care models for managing chronic diseases. Technology and aging: technological solutions such as smart home technologies, robot assist care, and wearable health devices are enhancing the quality of life for older adults. Finally, age-friendly communities. Age-friendly approaches are being adopted in urban planning, transportation, housing, and other social services to ensure full participation of older adults in society. Thank you for listening to me, for your patience. Gerontology is a growing science now, and it is young, but widespread all over the world, so to speak. In Turkey, we are the first department of gerontology, both for undergraduate and graduate studies in University of Akdeniz. Thank you, Ms. Sezen. Perhaps we can talk if there are any questions to be answered or any comments from
Thank
the
you for
listener.
your presentation. And is there any question? If you want to ask any question, you can open your voices.
Any comments, any contributions are most welcomed.
What do you think the biggest challenges that the field of gerontology will face will be in the future? So the biggest challenges for the field of gerontology.
The, I can assume, particularly in developing and underdeveloped countries, will face the financial challenges to support the increasing economic expenses on aging population. The quality of service of public services and the quality of life are expected to improve, but that also means the increasement of economic expenses. The governments should reckon on how they can meet the growing expenses of this field. I would say to Mr. Devin Baer, if I pronounce correctly.
Yes, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for all for your participation. 10 minutes later, nearly, we have another presentation by Professor Dr. Hasan Hüseyin Başıbüyük. So we hope to see you there again. Thank you for all. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Bye.